come back at you with a different style of review. So as y'all saw by my short, I acquired a different form of transportation. It's a 2016 Honda CTX 700 fairing model 6-speed, not the automatic, because I figured I was getting rid of the Pacific Coast 800. I needed something to keep in tune with having a manual motorcycle. And don't worry about the 800, it's actually going to good owner, going to my dad actually, so that'll be fun to deal with. Knock out the cons right now, so buckle up because it's going to be a glazing video. This is not. This is coming at you as a real person. So far, I've put about, I want to say maybe almost 100, maybe 200 miles on it as of now. I did not understand how difficult it was to get to some parts until I was trying to diagnose the check engine light flashing, and then later found out it was just the plug, the oil sensor plug above the oil filter, which is harder to see without having to go through a bunch of forums and remove the lower cowling, which is a little bit tedious, and I have now 3 extra screws to something that I don't know where they came from. Now, being a fairing model, I figured to have a lot more wind deterrence. Again, this is coming from a 600cc Silverwing and a 800cc Pacific Coast, both of which are fairing models and do an amazing job. This is a fairing model as well, and I was not expecting the amount of wind. Yes, I know. I can get a windshield. That is already on my many of to-do lists. So the fairing model, that little dome shelter, it helps keep some of the wind off your legs, but it also throws heat out. The 800, the HPS did that as well, but it didn't do it to such a great extent as much as this one is doing it. But that means that it is cooling off. We're still in the negatives, by the way. Now, this may be just me, because I'm coming from carbureted V-twin to fuel-injected parallel twin. I've stalled this thing. I'm kidding, I'm not stalled this at all. The only other negative I have so far is that there is a good amount of vibration coming through the handlebars. Yes, I already did. I already did order the quote-unquote grip puppies, the similar ones I put on the Silverwing as well, to help mitigate some of that vibration. And I feel like I'm not hearing the same. So between the 800 and the 600, there's a certain tone or RPM where it's like a nice, it's not a high-pitched hum, but it's where I can hear everything working. It sounds like, I guess it is a hum, but it's a peaceful hum. It's hard to explain. I have yet, at the moment of filming this, on the 4th of July, I have yet to find where that is at. The only other negative I will say is I wish the gas tank was bigger. I would want the gas tank to be bigger. Because, hear me out, the gas tank is 3.27 or 12.7 liters. And I did the math, but I ran it down to about a little bit less than half a tank. I was at about 1.7 liters, almost 2 gallons burned up. And I was already dancing back and forth between 1 and 2 bars. And from what I read in the online manual, at 1 bar you have about 0.90 gallons left. I don't know what that translates into liters. I apologize for my international viewers. I'm a Yankee. But for my international viewers and also my American viewers, if you'll hear me out, 3.21 or 3.27 divided by, well, actually, I had burned through about 1.6, 1.7 gallons, and then I had to go and get fuel. I would love the gas tank to be bigger, because hear me out. The Silverwing, 4.5 gallon. The 800, 4.8 gallon fuel tank. Those may get worse, slightly worse-ish gas mileage, if I recall right. With the Silverwing, I got down to 3 bars at about between 90 to 101 miles. Is when I started to get down to the 3 to 2 bar range with the Silverwing. And that honestly is my last complaint. All these complaints are minuscule. I understand that these complaints are minuscule compared to what you're getting. And we're about to roll into the positives right now. So everyone who just hit the dislike button because I'm giving some real world stuff from my experience with the manual version, not the DCT version, it will turn the A in your name from able to asshole. Because I find myself wanting to split lanes. I find myself wanting to, how you say, shoot the gap more because it's lighter. It feels the throttle response is snappy. Well, jerky, snappy is a not. I don't mean this in the negative connotation because coming from the carburetor where it's turn throttle and we're going, and the scooter foil where it's like, and we're going. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. And okay, we're going. It may enable you to activate your inner squid, and I can say confidently at the moment, I've only lane split once because the cars were at standstill, and I was kind of just ended up playing follow the leader a little bit. Now, with that said, though, I do have these saddlebags on the side, which I feel deter me from going full New Yorker, California lane splitting and lane filtering. Why do they call it CTX? Why can't we just get like some normal name? Pacific Coast 800, CTX. I know it stands for Comfort Touring Adventure, Exciting, one of those things, Honda's acronyms, but that's why we love Honda. That honestly is my last complaint. All these complaints are minuscule. I understand that these complaints are minuscule. On to the positives, I reckon. Positives being the fuel economy. Yes, I know what I was saying earlier. I wish the gas tank was bigger, but miles per gallon, I am able to squeeze out just about on par, maybe probably actually more than the Silverwing did, while using less fuel. It blows my mind. I don't like that because I'd rather have more fuel capacity than greater mileage. But that's a thought. If someone ever creates a larger tank that fits underneath the housing of these things, let me know. I'll look into trying to get that thing put on. Another positive I have right now is just looking at the side and the profile of everything. Everything is moderately easy to get to. The top of the engine withstanding that, because that's going to take some time to get you just because it's a fairing model. And the same thing with the Silverwing, the PC800, so I'm not faulting that. I'm not faulting it at all. Everything's where it should be, where it needs to be. The spark plugs are easier to get to. It would be easier just to take the front wheel off and jack it up. Not in that order. Um, Another positive, with everything being easy to get to, is literally, I can see the starter. It is right there. It is perfectly in sight and easy to get to, easy to access. Next positive is fun. The absolute fun factor and maneuverability and the aforementioned embracing your inner squid. It is fun. It's really easy to lean into corners. You can see right now in this video, I'm just going with traffic. I feel like I'm in more control than I was with the Silverwing and the PC800. I'm feeling like I can actually get where I want to be and how it should be going, and I'm enjoying it. Next positive is the digital display. It's easy to read. I'm a simple person. I like analog. I like gauges, but I'll make the exception for this. I do slight jab, neutral. This is neutral ground negative. I know. I wish I would have engine thermometer, so I can see what the engine's doing, if it's hot or cold. The Silverwing has it. The HPC has it. Why don't this one have it? And also back to the negatives real quick. Last positive I'll say is that these are able to pull parts from the NC 700, and I want to say maybe the 750. If someone has actually engine swapped the 750 into this, I would like to know. I haven't, that's all I can say at the moment. These are all my initial impressions, and I can't really go more in depth with it because this is still a new vehicle to me. I've hit only about maybe, as of filming right now, or as of taking this audio, as of about maybe 120, maybe 150 miles on it, and that's it. So I still don't have full grasp over everything. I do need to do an oil change because I don't know what the last owner did. I do need to flush the coolant. Again, I don't know what the last owner did. I probably need to, I'm going to get a kit or whatnot so I can lube the chain properly because that's something that's new to me is dealing with the chain. I never had to deal with that. Had the belt and the shaft drive was literally easy. Drain the fluid out the back, put fresh gear fluid in, seal it up. The Pacific Coast, change the transmission fluid. I need to go in there and change the actual belt, which I haven't done, which I need to do, and I'm gonna get on that because I'm not getting. I can't get rid of the Silverwing for various reasons. If you're curious about those reasons, I'll tell you on a different day. But these are our initial pros and cons right now for getting the Honda CTX 700. I'm having fun with it. Is it B twin? Is it your? Is it B twin rumbly? No, but to my ear, I can hear it a little bit. Mostly at mid range to higher, mid to lower range, where I can hear that rumble at. Is it B twin torquey like the Kawasaki 900? No, it was on my list of stuff to get, but I went with this because of it's one of Honda's oddities that I enjoy, and I see it pop up on some uh, either the AI YouTubers or the standard YouTubers of Honda bikes that didn't sell and were stupid if you're stupid if you buy it. And this was one of them that recently popped up. It's like I think I understand where they're coming from, but just because it was stupid, well, just because it didn't really sell, it doesn't mean it's stupid. It just means, in my opinion, what may have been ahead of its time. That's where I'm at with this. More videos out for y'all later. That's all I got for y'all. I do appreciate y'all tuning in. And if y'all have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down in the comments section below. I'll shoot back with you. And apparently, they're shooting out right now, because here goes the fireworks for the night. Hope y'all have a great day, a great evening. Happy Independence Day to those who live in America. If you don't, it's just no day to you. Have a good day. Hasta mañana and dzień dobry. Dzień dobry. Adios.
Wow, that was a fucking period.